Hello everyone, welcome you all to our Baba's Toppers Talk. Today we have Alvia and 110 with us, Amritanshu Nayak with us. Congratulations and welcome to Baba's Toppers Talk.
Thanks a lot, sir. It's a great opportunity to be here, and I'm very pleased to be present in front of everybody here.
Okay, thank you. And Amritanshu Nayak is being part of ISOPA's almost every program that we have, like be it ILP program, that is Integrated Learning Program, be it the mains program, TLP, or even the PEP program, Prelims Exclusive program. And that makes this movement even more, we're overwhelmed by the results that we have got. And so before I introduce, I think it's better if Amritanshu Nayak introduces himself here.
Hello, everybody. I am Amritanshu Nayak. I am from Odisha, and I have completed my bachelor's in engineering from BABAPEDIA Hyderabad campus in electrical and electronics engineering. I passed out in 2022, and this is my second attempt in civil services examination.
Yeah. See, not many make it through in the first two attempts. So, my first question is, what made you to clear in your second attempt itself?
So, a few factors helped me to clear the examination in the second attempt itself. First would be that I was consistent throughout my whole study period, and I believe that consistency compounds when you do it for a very long period of time. So, eventually, consistency paid off. And second would be that I improved my presentation in answer writing from a very low presentation point, like having a poor handwriting, not using enough diagrams, figures among others, to having a good enough handwriting and presenting my answers well.
Okay. So that word consistency, the way you're sitting itself right now, right? Basically in the interview, there are places where it says you have to sit with your arms like this,
Yeah.
right hand on your lap. Yeah. So I think you can aram se sit. This is a normal conversation.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right? What was the difference in your first attempt and your second attempt? What mistakes did you do in the first attempt that you overcame in this attempt?
So a few things which worked out in my favor in second attempt, which could not work out during the first attempt, was first of all I had a very less amount of time due to my commitments to job. So less time to prepare, less content to assimilate, and less time to replicate it on the answer sheet. Second would be presentation issues, especially with respect to my handwriting. And most people say that handwriting does not matter, but our answer sheet is our identity card. So if you have a badly written identity card, then of course you won't get a good impression out of the examiner. And third would be some amount of overconfidence as well, which all of these contributed to the fact that I could not make it in the first attempt.
Okay. So coming to prelims, since you have cleared both the prelims,
yes.
So what was your strategy and what do you want to say to the students who are appearing for this time, this prelims?
So three things need to be taken into consideration while preparing for prelims. First is that you need to prepare your static sources really well, like polity, modern Indian history, economy, environment, geography, among others, need to be prepared multiple times and need to be revised also multiple times. Second would be to focus on current affairs. Here also I would suggest the students to keep their sources limited. For example, I was following only one institute's current affair magazine for my entire preparation. And third would be to solve as many as questions as possible. I think over the course of 2 years I have solved around 70 to 80 mocks for prelims itself only, and that made the difference in the end.
So when we are having this conversation outside, you told me that consistency is a key word.
Yes, sir.
And maintaining that consistency, and you told me hardly you took 4 to 5 days break in that entire 2 years.
Yes, sir.
So what would you like to say, like especially to all the students who are preparing, and how to maintain this consistency? Because that is something that we keep getting again and again, time and again. How to maintain consistency? How to maintain that motivation? So what do you have to like to say about that?
So for consistency, the only thing which one can do is to show up. Whatever the day is, however you might be feeling, however low you might feel, and however tough the task might seem at hand, you should show up every day and start to do your tasks accordingly. For example, if I am weak in consistency with respect to answer writing, what I should do is to sit on the table and start to write an answer. Eventually, as I write 20 words, 30 words, automatically instinct kicks in and you develop the required consistency. And this repeated over a very long period of time leads to enhanced results. But for to remain consistent as well, you need some amount of break as well. So during the daytime, if you are feeling low, just take a break, listen to some songs, eat the food you like, go out with friends, if possible, watch a movie. But don't make breaks a habit. Breaks are the medicine, not the main dish, I would like to say.
Yeah, breaks are very important.
Yes,
to so that you come out rejuvenated in the next, say the next week.
Yes.
So how was your daily schedule like?
Sir, on an average, I used to study around 8 to 10 hours daily. And for mains and prelims, whenever the exam used to be close, it used to go up to 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 hours a day as well. Because there you get the sense of urgency that exams are coming fast, you need to cover a lot of material fast and you need to assimilate that as well. So, like that only, sir.
So coming to mains part, what changes did you do in the mains part, especially because see prelims come in, you look at all the three stages: prelims, mains, and interview.
Yes, sir.
Prelims and interview is little dicey,
Yes,
right? But mains is something that you can predict to an extent.
Yes, sir.
I mean, strategize properly, and you can get that score.
Yes,
so, what was your strategy for mains?
So, first of all, with respect to mains, my first thing was to give it more time. So I started. I prepared for mains till about February in the last year, and after that I went into prelims. The second thing what I did was to rigorously follow the newspaper, which a lot many people ignore because of the existence of lot many compilations of current affairs among others. So I did not miss the newspaper even for a single day. And third, what I did was to increase answer writing by a large amount. I was continuously writing, evaluating the answers, re-evaluating the answers, working on the feedbacks, trying to add some value-added notes into my original base notes. So that's all I did for answer writing, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Coming to, since you mentioned about current affairs, so many students have this doubt whether you have to read a newspaper every day or you can rely on many monthly compilations. So what do you have to say for that?
So I would say that newspapers need to be developed as an habit, because apart from giving you information, the purpose of newspaper is to develop your language, which eventually counts in ethics, essay, and even in optional. So apart from information, you are getting that as well. And for compilations of monthly current affairs, you can use that to enhance your answers. You can use it to do value addition on your existing notes. That's all.
Yeah. Fine. So coming to interview, how was your preparation like?
So for interview, I lot many people told me that you have a good base, you have a good knowledge base. So what you now need to do is to develop some opinions around the current affairs you know at hand. So for interview also, sir, I did what I was doing in prelims and mains, that I was following newspapers and current affairs rigorously. And additionally, one thing I did was to give mock interviews and to take the feedback. Not all of the feedback I took it seriously. I took whatever feedback which I felt that which was necessary in the interviews. And my mother helped a lot in that as well.
Okay. What was your mother's role in that?
My mother's role was to take a look at all my interviews from a third person perspective and to state whatever shortcomings she felt. For example, she commented that you are sitting too rigidly, just be easy, don't get into too much conflict with the interviewers among others.
Oh, nice. So everybody has helped you because you were telling me that like almost all your family members are into civil services.
Yes, sir. So my buddy Papa is in the IPS, my dad himself is an IRAS, most of my cousins are in the state services. So I would say it is a combined affair, and with help of Lord Jagannath from above, I think I was able to succeed this time.
So how important is the role of family and friends in this? Because there are times where people say you have to sacrifice everything, like beat your friends or the family get-togethers, all that. So how was it like in your preparation?
So for myself, I was isolated up to some extent, but I was operating social media, maintaining contact with all my essential friends, and the role of family is indispensable, if I could say that. That because for me, my family provided me with the conducive environment and guidance, along with a good amount of motivation to appear for this examination.
Good. So So family does play an important role.
It definitely plays, at least for my case, you can say.
Okay. And coming to optionals, especially for freshers, what are the criteria on which you should choose an optional?
So some factors which can be taken into consideration for optionals would be, first would include your personal interest. Second would include how much interlinkage can you develop with other GS papers and essay, and of course interview. Third would be the existence of a good teacher or good amount of material for the same. And fourth would be how much you can practice and what is the size of the optional and others.
Okay. And what was your option?
My option was political science and international relations, sir.
So what was your strategy for PSIR?
So,
What advice would you like to give for students who are taking up PSIR as their option?
so for PSIR, what I would suggest the students is to prepare the static portion really well and to continuously read through the newspapers, think tank articles among others to develop their perspectives around various political and international issues coming into light.
Okay. Fine. So coming to CSAT especially, we have all seen that the cutoff is being the lowest. I think in the last 2 decades, I think this has been the lowest cutoff that we've seen. And the primary reason, as everybody says, it is because of the CSAT.
Yes.
So what advice would you like to give for this? How do you tackle the CSAT paper?
So, a few things for CSAT which I would like to mention is that first of all, you need to practice. Earlier, the trend used to be that people used to ignore CSAT, saying that we would clear the cutoff. But now, as the level of mathematics and the level of English comprehension which are being used in CSAT has increased, so you need to increase your practice as well. In case you are conceptually weak, go to the YouTube, watch some videos, or take up some course which enhances your mathematical and comprehension capacities, and go through the previous year question papers, because that is from the horse's mouth, if I could put it like that.
Okay. Coming to the last question, what was IS Baba's role in your journey?
So I came upon IS Baba's material in an accidental way. Once I was searching about some topic on internet and I stumbled upon your website. So I was interested in the website, and eventually I came to know that courses are being offered here, and I inquired about it from some of my friends and seniors who mentioned me to take up some courses. So I was a part of PEP, TLP and the interview program, and also one-on-one discussion with you helped me a lot in my interview as well.
Okay.
So in case of prelims program which was conducted by IS Baba, you get a lot of printed notes which you can use it to enhance your static notes, and you get the facility of having teachers who teach you really well, and a lot of test series which is in line with the updated UPSC pattern, and most importantly CSAT as well. And coming to the mains program which was done by IS Baba, you could get a good amount of test series papers which are having a good amount of analytical and newer type of questions, if I could put it that way. And you also have daily answer writing sessions, so 5 questions daily. It is posted in the forum and you have to write and submit it. So it builds up consistency, and it also builds up your dedication that you have to finish some targets and get the ball rolling. And for the interview program, the biggest asset is Mohan sir himself, as a one-on-one discussion with him is quite enlightening, and it will prepare you for the interview which you are about to undertake.
So any last few words you want to say to the students?
So something which I would like to mention to the students is that they should do their hard work honestly and to not waste their time, because UPSC preparation is a sum total of money, time, mental peace among others. And if they are wasting their time and not doing their work diligently, it leads to a loss of all 3 of these factors, which can make your life miserable in the later years. And it can also lead to a lot of psychological issues, depression among others. So what you are doing, do it honestly, so that you can increase your chances of selection at an earlier attempt and get out of this cycle as soon as possible.
Thank you.
Thank you.